Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Comics Talk Comedy with your hosts Jeffrey Bilodeau and Jesse Egan.
Hey, we're on. We're back.
Hey now.
Yeah, we've been sporadic lately. We missed.
Yes.
What was last week?
What was last week?
I know we didn't. I don't think we had one last week. I don't remember why.
I don't know.
Would you go somewhere?
It's been a blur.
Yeah. Did you go somewhere?
I went to the other side, Jeff.
Ah.
I went to the other side.
With
Tragedy.
What's her
Now
face?
I've come back. What's her face?
Adele. I think she retired.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
She always had those
She's like 24 or something. When
Yeah,
she
she had
retired?
voice issues.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So,
well, I guess she's got money.
Yeah. So how you been?
Pretty awesome.
Yeah?
How about you, buddy?
Oh, just living the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's been pretty shitty, but
Very depressed, man. She came by yesterday. She got all her stuff.
okay.
She thought I was
she was
gonna
supposed
be
to
at
do
work.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, she thought I'd be at work. I was at home, so I see her.
Okay.
It was really hard.
Yeah. She just get her stuff and leave?
No, but pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been having a real tough time with this one.
Yeah, I saw her. She came to the comedy
Yeah, that's what I heard. She told me that.
store. Oh, okay. It was very weird for me.
Very weird.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah.
So
anyway, that's how that goes.
you been doing much performing?
Zoltan told me to soak it in. Soak it in.
He seems pretty happy. He's lost like 50 pounds.
Yeah,
or
that
something.
helps. Lost a lot of weight. I said,
Yeah.
what's the secret? He goes, don't eat.
Yeah.
Get depressed for a month.
That's one way to do it.
He,
I should weigh nothing if depression was the way he lost weight.
Well, he was saying that, you break up and this despair is one of the strongest emotions you'll ever feel in your life.
Okay.
So he said maybe just try to soak it in and really be present and not enjoy it, but
Oh, last weekend you were in Vegas. That's why.
yeah.
That's what I remember
I was
now.
trying to.
You didn't want to talk about that?
No. But I spent all my money. I remember when I was a kid and we hotboxed in my buddy JoJo's car once in D.C. and it was like 1,000 degrees that day in the summer and he rolled the windows up and the smoke was coming in and I couldn't breathe and I'm coughing and it was so hot in there and I'm like, hey man, can we roll the windows down? And he's like, just soak it in. Just soak it in.
That's how you're going to
That's what
die.
he wants me to do to this depression. So,
Okay. And how's that going for you?
pretty great.
Yeah?
I think it's actually better to run from your problems sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah, run, like literally run. Like
on the treadmill.
Yeah, like you do, right? Don't you do that basically?
Yeah. I had a bad week, though. I didn't go to the gym that much.
You
this
didn't.
week. No.
So you feel worse, right? Didn't
Yeah.
it feel better when you run from them?
Yeah, I just been kind of sick.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but better.
Yeah.
I made it to the store on Thursday.
How was that?
It was cool. I found out that they're cutting down the best of to just one night a week.
Really? Why?
They're just contracting the weekend headliners are going to do.
They're doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
And Sunday, I
Sunday?
think. Or Sunday is going to be like contracted out other shows, and it's just going to be Wednesday.
Wow.
And it's going to be the open mic and then the best of. So
Wow. Well, I'll be there Wednesday.
yeah, I mean, I think it's supposed to start like at the beginning of the year.
Really?
But, yeah, that was kind of bumming news.
That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, because last week we didn't have any best of shows. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was
I
like
know.
Wednesday was Pretty Funny Women.
Okay.
Which, there was like 165 people there.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was crazy. So that's why they can't.
Did you work for it or anything?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
Didn't get to go up because it was all women.
right.
But there was one girl that I'd never seen before. I guess she lives in San Diego, but she had a very strong Long Island accent.
Okay.
And I thought it was fake, because it was so strong. But I guess Joe Grilla had seen her before, and that's her real accent.
Did you talk to her afterwards?
No, but I looked at her Instagram to see if it was real because I just didn't believe it.
To see if her accent's real from her photographs?
Yeah, well,
Maybe there's a video
she had
on there.
videos.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, and it was real intense. And then Thursday,
I was checking out her Instagram pictures to see if her accent was real.
Well, I don't even have an Instagram, so I don't.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have one. You have
Yeah,
one?
I do. Yeah.
Do you post a lot? I don't really post anything.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't really put pictures up, so there's really no reason for me to have Instagram. And
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see pictures of my food, so.
My favorite thing is Patrick DeGear. He always asks people to follow his Instagram, and it's just pictures of the T-shirt. Like, you want to buy this in black or in white?
I think it's hilarious that he did that bit on the show.
Yeah, it was great.
In his 5-minute set.
Yeah, it's funny. We did a show last night together, as a matter of fact.
Okay. How'd that go?
It was fun. We did a fundraiser for this Mito Research Foundation.
What is that? I see you've
a
done a few
mitochondrial disease?
Yeah, you've done a few
I haven't done a
shows.
lot of those, but Bijan has a very close friend. Josh and Bijan have a close friend or two that their kids have this mitochondrial disease, which is very serious, and it's terminal, and they're trying to raise money for research and things like that.
What does it do?
I don't really know.
Okay.
I know that it's tough on the little children's.
All right.
And so we did a show, and it was
In Alpine.
It was in Alpine, so it was a drive to get up there. And
Yeah.
first we had to pick up Patrick and
Okay.
Mark Christopher Lawrence. It was me and Beej, and it was supposed to be Lawson hosting it, but he got really sick.
Okay.
So Zoltan took his spot, and so it was the five of us going up there. And of course, the fun part is Patrick in the car. He's always got stories, and he's a hilarious dude, and he's always late, which is funny.
Yeah.
But we were supposed to be clean, and they were sort of gauging the opening sets as to how clean they needed to be, the later guys. And I think they went way far, like
Real dirty?
Yeah, well, Mark was like, well, you said taint. And I'm like, yeah, but I said like turned up, taint, like it was very out of, it was like a context that wasn't graphic.
Right.
And, then Patrick goes up and he does a thing about porn, porn tennis players and all that.
Okay.
And Beej is like trying to signal him to clean it up. And then Mark goes up last and he's talking about the pile of penises, the closer. And I was like, no, he's not going to do it. And he started it, and Beej is like texting me like, no! And he's signaling him. So I see him over on the side. He's signaling. It looks like he's going, don't blow anyone. Like he's got his hand like this, and he's like, and like going, no! Like that's supposed to signal him, don't do your sucking off a pile of penises.
Okay. I don't even know that joke.
Wow.
The only thing I know about Mark is he just does a lot of cat jokes.
He's so clean otherwise. Like his whole set is clean pretty much. And then he does that, which is like, yeah. So.
That's weird to be like that.
So hopefully it was well received. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I did Wednesday at the Palace, which was another fundraiser for Josh's friend who got shot and paralyzed in Vegas in that shooting.
Oh, geez.
He had a friend there. So we had
Was a friend at the show?
The wife was there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the wife was there. But that was a pretty good show. I always like the Palace, and Palace on the weekdays when it's packed is always pretty fun.
That's good.
So I don't think I did very well either day. I was pretty depressed both days. So
Okay.
I think I did okay, but you always want to do a little bit better.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I was the only time I went up, I did Thursday at the store, and I was sick.
Yeah.
And I had Jose give me some ginger ale, which this is the second time.
Is it your stomach that's bothering you?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I
gee.
think, yeah.
It's a new one.
Yeah, so, and after she gave it to me, this is the second time it's happened, I felt even sicker, but it felt like I was going to puke, which is kind of good,
Yeah.
So I made it the whole show, and I was like, dying. Like, I don't get sick very much, but when I do, it like really takes a toll on me.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like barely.
Well, you don't eat anything. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, well.
You never eat.
I eat.
So I don't know what you have to throw up. Nothing.
Well, it's mostly. So, anyways, I did this. I had a really good set. Like had people come up to me after and tell me.
Pulled a Michael Jordan then.
Yeah, I felt like that.
That's great.
Yeah, I had a lot of people come up to me after and said that I was their favorite. And like when I went to close the show, a girl thought I was going up again. She was like, "Yeah, we're so happy to have you back."
Yeah, that's
and I was
cool.
like, "No, I'm just closing the
Just
show."
closing it out.
Yeah,
They thought you were
so-
going to give more jokes. Huh?
Yeah, so she was like, "No, just do more time." But obviously not.
That's a good
I
feeling.
didn't do that. But yeah, I guess Matt even told me. He said like 4 couples told me that I was their favorite, and there
that's
was only like 20 people there. So
Yeah,
and,
that's great.
Yeah, so it was cool.
That make you feel any better, or your stomach was
Well,
still bothering?
on the way out, I puked in the alley for about 7 times.
Someone's like, "Hey, you were great." You're like,
Yeah, but that's the second time it's happened at the store that I was kind of sick, and the other time it was can't remember her name, but she gave me ginger ale, and
Yeah.
that time it was like immediately I was like I could barely make it out the door.
Wow.
But this time, yeah, it was pretty bad, and then after that I felt okay.
You're gonna have to get that checked out, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
My check engine light came on, which
Yeah?
I always hate that.
You get that for your stomachache?
I should, and I should ignore it just like I do my car. But that's
not good.
Yeah, no. Last time I went in, and the guy said it was like $900, and I said, "Oh, there's no way it's $900." So I like 2 days later, it went away. So I'm hoping
Problem solved.
Yeah, so I'm hoping because
Yeah.
it's driving fine, but
Yeah.
it stresses me.
Do you
out.
have health insurance, by the way?
I do.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I have car insurance too.
Good. You got to use them both.
Yeah, I got the insurance, but I only have liability. Plus, it wouldn't cover just maintenance stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so that was it.
Any shows this weekend?
No, I don't get booked on the weekends. What the hell are you talking about? No.
I'm substituting tonight for someone to do the Tango Del Rey burlesque show that I did before.
They asked me to do it, and
Yeah.
they said, "Yeah, we'll talk to BJ." And
Why
BJ
aren't you
never
doing
talked to me about it. When I did the roast,
Yeah.
the girls were there, and they're like, "Yeah, you should come and do our show. Talk to BJ."
Oh, okay.
And BJ doesn't book me. So.
Oh, well.
So yeah, I got nothing.
I suggested you for one, too, coming up for a Wednesday Palace show. So
Okay.
hopefully we'll get that
Yeah,
happening.
maybe we're gonna do the Sean McBride
Yeah.
Twitch show
Yeah, you got to remind me when that is, but we'll figure it out.
December 8th. So you got time.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I'll be going home and come back.
You
by
will. I'm staying in town.
then. Yeah. You said your parents are
My
coming.
parents are coming.
When
out.
are they coming?
Like right around that time, early December 8th, I think. 8th, 6th, or 8th, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go. Not excited with a couple of people that are on the list, but they will go nameless.
Yeah.
And yeah, everything else going all right. Just,
Everything's going.
Yeah, just hanging.
I'm wrapping up the show for this season. Tonight, San Diego has a couple more episodes, and then supposedly big changes for next season. So I don't know
What does that mean?
means. I think we're going to be at a different venue, probably. I think everybody's tired of trying to promote at the Jeffrey Theater downtown, where it's just hard to get walk-up traffic.
Yeah, it's just the middle of nowhere.
It's the middle of nowhere. So hopefully they'll move it somewhere else, but we'll see. Maybe
Just
we're
try to
done.
do it at,
I don't know.
Just try to do it at like Lestat's. That'd be a good place.
Yeah, well, totally. The one place you did it before on Park is sort of similar neighborhood. So
Okay. Yeah, you just want a small place. I think that place you guys doing it now is almost too big.
yeah,
You know.
it's got a for sure.
But yeah,
We're going to bring in our guest in the next segment.
Yeah, well, it's just teaser. He's Michael Rouse.
Michael, hey buddy.
Well, you have to get better on the mic when we come back. You're listening to WSRadio.com. Bye.
This is Bill Gruber with BizVid Communications, a Southern California video production leader. We've been honored to sponsor, produce, write, and host many of the fine programs on WS Radio over the years. So we understand how important the internet and your website exposure are. As video producers, we know the tricks and secrets to incorporate video to increase your search engine optimization and business success. Visit bizvidcommunications.com to see what we can do for you. BIZVID communications.com.
I've been bragging about Progressive Medical Center to you guys for years, and I'm so excited to have Dr. Agoli with us because, Dr. Agoli, a lot of people walk through your doors, and some of their biggest problems are they're just fatigued, they're tired all the time, and even though they're dieting and exercising, they cannot get the weight off. Why is that?
It's a combination of poor metabolism, inappropriate eating, but more importantly, it's due to a lack of education and really doing the right testing. A lot of our patients are metabolically compromised. What does that mean? Their metabolism is not functioning. The metabolism is responsible for all physical and chemical processes necessary to sustain life, and that includes energy. And without cellular energy, your body is not going to be a burning machine. Let's get back and teach our listeners to be a fat-burning machine.
It's been a lot easier to maintain my weight since Progressive Medical Center started treating me with all natural supplements, learning proper nutrition, and that can be you today. No more frustrations about being tired or overweight. So why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today through progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life, live it well.
Gotham Books presents Marriage Rules by Harriet Lerner. The book Martha Beck calls required reading for anyone hoping to interact successfully with any other human, not just for those in romantic relationships. Get your copy wherever books and ebooks are sold, and visit harrietlerner.com to learn how to change your marriage today.
Which sandwich is healthy and tasty? Which sandwich can come on bread or in a bowl? Which sandwich comes 51 different ways, so it's always your way? A which sandwich. Stop into our shop in Hazard Center. We're upstairs from the Hazard Center Digiplex. Bring in your movie ticket. We will add a free drink and chips to your sandwich order. Or order online at whichwich.com, and we will have it ready and waiting. WHICH, whichwich.com.
Hey, do you want a great price on a new or used car? Hi, this is professional racing driver Don Swanson, and I know a thing or two about cars. I'm talking about Military Auto Center, San Diego's original and only automotive warehouse where low overhead means low prices on your next vehicle. Stop by and experience a friendly and casual way to discuss your car needs. They're located conveniently at 9323 Activity Road. You can call them at 858-831-7887 or online at militaryautocenter.com. We'll see you there.
Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Comics Talk Comedy with your hosts Jeffrey Bilodeau and Jesse Egan.
All right, we are back, second segment. So before we bring Michael in, quickly, your Vegas trip.
Vegas trip was fun. It's, again, running from your problems kind of thing. And
Did you end up doing a set? Because I know you said
no. I was going to do a guest spot at the Stratosphere, but I was just too hungover to do it. But the trip was fun. I spent all my money, unfortunately. So then you come back and you're like way more broke.
Yeah.
But we dressed up on Friday, which not a lot of people were dressed up in costumes on Friday.
Really?
Yeah, everyone was dressed up
people
Saturday. So we kind of stood out Friday, and we even went to a strip club all dressed up in our costumes, which was pretty funny.
That's funny.
We went on that Ferris wheel thing. It's called the High Roller.
Yeah.
So we went up in that thing, which was really fun.
That's where you can drink, too, right?
Yeah, well, they have like one that's a regular ticket and then one that's open bar.
Okay.
So we did that one.
Okay.
And the best part of the trip, which I highly recommend to anyone going, I had never seen a show before in Vegas. I'd always wanted to, but it's expensive.
Right.
And this, we weren't planning on spending a lot on the hotel or on the flights or on anything, gambling. So we thought, let's save up and spend $100 to see a show. And the three of us went to see Cirque du Soleil, a show called Ka.
Okay.
And it was the best show I've ever seen.
Very acrobatic, right?
Very acrobatic, just dazzling visuals. They did all kinds of stuff that was sort of multimedia where they're projecting stuff and it looks underwater and then it's like they're flying, and it was fantastic. I thought it was the best part of the trip, and really, I still, have vivid memories of that.
That's good.
Yeah, so
Worth the money sometimes.
I think it was worth the money, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone that goes, is to see that Ka Cirque du Soleil.
I think that's the one. I don't know which movie. It was like the weed movie with Seth Rogen and the other guy.
Yeah,
where they went
Pineapple Express. Maybe?
Yeah, I think that was the movie where they went to that show and they were like high on mushrooms and it was like freaky as fuck.
That would do it for sure. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll bring in our guest, Michael Rouse, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Is that the correct pronunciation?
Yes, actually. A lot of
Rouse.
people get it wrong. A lot of people say Roush for some reason, which I've never understood where the H comes from at the end.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's Rouse.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
I think
thanks.
you're the first student that we had. Because you
Really?
were, yeah, well, I had Raul and Jake.
Okay.
But you weren't there. And then Brian Riley, I'm not sure if you were there.
How about Sarah Lee? Did you ever have Sarah Lee?
I did, but you weren't there.
Jeez. I skipped out on all the students.
Plus, she wasn't my student. That was the UNB team.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so he's our first one. Still doing it.
Yeah.
You kind of took a little break, though, and then you're
Seem
trying
to be
get
hitting it pretty hard now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it now. I do it. I mean, I probably do open mics 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
Now, which isn't as much as younger people are doing.
No,
I'm
still
envious of
grinding,
the-
buddy.
Yeah.
Still getting your grind
What's a
on.
normal week for you?
I usually do Comedy Palace on Tuesday nights, and then I'll do Tremont Sports Bar and Grill on Wednesday nights up in Oceanside.
Oh, is that the Comedy Gym?
The Comedy Gym open mic.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
But,
Tell me
Rick
about
Salas
that.
runs up there.
Rick Salas.
Yeah.
That's a character.
Yeah.
Is he still doing that Obama joke that's so offensive?
I haven't heard it.
Okay.
So hey, maybe not.
Well, if you had, you would know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does that one. It's a pretty nice open mic. Usually a good crowd. And
Is that where Heather does her show?
She used to.
Oh, it's not there
She
anymore.
gave it up, I think, that spot. She's probably doing it somewhere else now. But
Okay.
that was the spot, Tremont Street, yeah.
It's been tough the past couple weeks doing it against the Dodger games, though. They usually
I
try
bet.
and wait till it's over, but the past couple times I've done it like right at the end of the Dodgers game, and it's like nobody's. It's just fun to kind of see if
Do they
they'll
even
look
try
in
to
your
do-
direction.
Oh, they shouldn't
But,
do it at all.
No,
it's almost better to not do it at all than.
It was challenging.
Did
But
they put a
bet.
stage up or like they did for the other show? or-
yeah, they have a small stage that they have towards the back. I think it's the smallest stage I've been on, but
Gotcha.
it really fits me. And I'm,
I
I'm a fairly
remember.
big
Yeah,
guy.
I remember the stage.
Yeah.
So,
But,
Comedy Gym. Why Gym? Where'd they come up?
I
with
don't
that?
know where they got that from.
like
To
a-
work out your comedy, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Is there like other times? Is there like an audience there, or
Yeah, there's people. I'm not sure if they necessarily come for the comedy, but
Okay.
they come and
that's
then
how the
there's
show
comedy,
was
but,
too. I
yeah.
think really, I remember that felt ambushy.
Okay.
For the show, because there'd be like little kids in booths eating, chicken wings and stuff. And you're looking at them like, "Did you know there was going to be a show?" No.
Yeah.
So, how long do you get to do on that open mic?
As much as you want. That's
Get
the nice
out,
part.
really?
Of it. I mean, I think pretty much up to 10 minutes. But if you know him and you can do longer, he'll let you do
Not a
15
3-minute
minutes.
situation. Then it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
But do they have a lot of comics that go?
Yeah, they did a few weeks ago because Salty Frog wasn't doing theirs that night, so they had a bunch of people that wanted to do that one, and they came up and did that one in Oceanside. So like
polar opposite
Alan
of
Henderson
directions.
they call that salty runoff.
and James Schrader was up there, and he's really good too. So they had some,
He just had a baby.
Yeah, he just had a baby.
Well, his wife did, I guess.
That's why he stretches
Yeah,
so
his wife
much.
Yeah. That's still one of the funniest things is when he got called up early and he didn't realize it. He normally stretched before he goes up, so he had to like run up on stage and he wasn't ready. And after he got off stage, he like said he pulled a muscle because he was like, I should have stretched first.
and that's not because he's old. That's because he throws his leg over in the air and tries to eat his own pussy as a cat impression.
Yeah.
right? I remember you told me that. I told somebody else the story. Like he strained his leg trying to eat his own pussy like, on stage. I love that, dude.
Yeah, I had a good set because I followed Joe Grillo this on Thursday, and he had some joke about, I don't know, gets distracted, so he tried to jerk off and got bored in traffic or something like that. And then I just went up and said on stage, like, the other day I was behind this guy in traffic, and he just stopped jerking off. And I was like, what the hell's this guy doing? So I finished jerking him off. And the crowd was like, oh, what a great transition. That's what they said, great transition.
That's a great. By the way, that is my favorite part of the set, too. Like, I've come to realize it doesn't get any better than that first 5 seconds of jumping off of what they just did. You
Right,
know?
yeah.
So I just followed Bij, and he did a bunch of stuff, and I went up and was like, a little bit about myself. I'm an accident baby, because it was like one of his jokes, and it's like I'm wearing his gold clothes, and and he roofied me in Vegas. So it's like those three hit so hard, then the rest of the crap was like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe you're in your head about that because it's for you. You're still getting that rush of doing a new joke.
Yeah.
But for me, I like doing it because it just makes you like feel like you're with the crowd.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, a lot of times when people like the other night, it was a pretty small crowd and like 17 people. I'll go 7 people ask this couple how long they've been together.
Yes.
You know, and it's
Yes.
just like, come on, they all have. It was like their 1 year anniversary too, so it was kind of like a big thing.
Yeah.
And like everyone's asking them, like, well, how long you guys been together? And it's just like
The whole crowd could answer for you.
yeah,
You know?
and it just makes you look. I want to say amateurish, but it just makes you look like you just weren't watching the show, which they probably weren't.
Right.
You know, so I always try to at least pay attention to a couple people before me. Makes it a little
Definitely.
easier that I'm working there, but
Especially if there's someone does material like similar to what you did, like if Bijan will do some smart car thing, or there's something that's similar,
Right.
then I have to get into my bit differently or not do it.
Right.
Otherwise, it just looks like you didn't watch what he did at all. And
exactly. And it's kind of the opposite. Kind of when we go up together, we're kind of trying to play off one another.
Yeah.
Which is fun too. But
that's why it reminds me of that a little bit, I guess, sort of subconsciously, that it's like, yeah, and I almost forget sometimes too when I first go up, like, what were those things I was going to do? So like I might have to even write them down,
yeah, because Joe kept calling it a VCR machine, which I know. Don't you just say VCR? Do you really need to say VCR machine? And I just kept talking about that because it's just such a weird phrasing to me. But anyways, so what other open mic? Do you do the Matt House?
I used to do it all the time until they switched formats. And when they were doing it like 7 days a week, I was going, 4 nights a week.
What
probably.
days is it now?
Now they had it at Monday and I think it was.
I think it's Monday, Wednesday.
Monday, Wednesday.
Okay.
And now I think they might be switching things again. I'm not really sure, but I think it's Monday, Wednesday. But I haven't gone to it since they switched it to Monday, Wednesday.
They have the comedy train now.
I think
have you been there for that? The comedy train?
No.
Okay.
I haven't been back there at all actually since. Did
you get banned?
No.
No. All right.
Can you get banned from the Madhouse?
Oh, you can.
That happens?
Oh, yeah. People
Really?
get banned. Yeah.
Did you?
Probably.
Probably.
I just haven't officially been banned.
Officially.
I just don't get booked, which is the same.
I do like all these names though. Comedy train, comedy. Take the comedy train over to the comedy gym.
Go to the Comedy Heights.
Jump in a comedy Uber and
Yeah.
go to the Comedy Heights.
Yeah.
I can't think of any others.
No.
Comedy Store.
Comedy Soul Plane.
Comedy Jam.
Yeah. What other mics you doing?
I do. Let's see. What else?
Did you take Tony and Maria's class? See,
I did. I took Tony Calabresi's beginner's class recently, like a few months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago.
How long is that class?
It's eight weeks.
Okay.
I did that, and then you do the showcase show at NCT.
How was that?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people there for the showcase?
Yeah, there were probably 50, 60 people at mine, which is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I always ask all of Tony's students, did he teach you the jowl shake? Did he teach you?
No, there was no.
He says, the Pope's not Italian. The Pope's not Italian. You don't know that trick?
That can't be taught. I think that's extra.
That's extra.
that's
you got to have
he
some
took
jowl.
the beginner's class.
That might be in the advanced.
If you get into intermediate,
Yeah.
there's a jowl shake 101, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to take the advanced class. I think that might be in there.
In the advanced, you might.
How would you compare the class you took with us compared to the class you took with him?
That's a tough position to put me in.
No, we're not teachers anymore.
We're not teachers anymore.
If you want to.
You can.
I learned a lot from both. I'm still learning from you guys. I learned the other day. I learned from Jesse the thing you were just talking about with the joke where you went up and said 3 things from 3 other people that went up before you. With Bijan's clothes, you were just talking about his gold clothes.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So now I pay attention before shows, and I'll like watch people and watch what they did, and I'll watch the crowd and see if I can pick up anything from the crowd.
Cool.
So I'm still learning things from people, and
otherwise, a lot of times I think what we do is we isolate ourselves, or we schmooze with the other comics, or you're smoking outside or whatever.
Yeah.
And then your set is like an island, and it's not connected to the other people, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool that you've been doing that.
Yeah, I've been trying to pay attention more to things.
That's what's
see
fun.
if I can pick up on different things.
That's one thing I miss about doing open mics is you just see so many comics so quickly that it gives you so much extra opportunities to talk about other stuff.
Yeah.
Like think about different premises, not really steal their material, but kind of think of stuff that you could play off.
That's true.
And some of them are so bad that it's like you have to kind of talk about that too.
Yeah.
Hey, we got more with Michael Rouse coming back. Listen to WSRadio.com.
A podcast or radio show on WS Radio is a great way to create content marketing. Turn prospects into customers into raving fans. Contact Wade at WSRadio.com or call 866-WS-RADIO.
Homeless veterans and their families are suffering and need our support, but many won't ask or don't know that help is within reach. Veterans Community Services is here to help. Amazingly, about 35% of the homeless in our neighborhoods are veterans with families. Low-income veterans or their friends are encouraged to contact Veterans Community Services and reach out for help with housing and other services. Call now, 800-974-9909.
You may have heard me brag about Progressive Medical Center and just how much they've helped me with my health. And Dr. Goley, one thing that you've helped so many people with is migraines.
Unfortunately, there are millions and millions of Americans who are suffering with migraines and headaches, and they're debilitating because it affects the quality of their life, and they cannot function properly. At Progressive, we get the root cause because we understand that migraines could be caused by nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, believe it or not, delayed food sensitivities. And once we determine what the real reason is, we put a plan of action together with medication that we get them off slowly, and we put them on an all-natural approach, and the results are amazing.
Incredible. I mean, there's so many people that can say they don't live their lives with migraines anymore thanks to Progressive Medical Center.
And that's what's exciting and rewarding to us as physicians because we help our patients take control of their health, and that's why they're living well.
Why don't you get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today? Don't live in pain. Don't have migraines anymore. Just go to their website, progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life. Live it well.
No family can survive on 2 incomes anymore, let alone 1. If you are supplementing your family's income working from home, then tune into The Cash Flow Show, Direct Sales Radio. Host Deb Bixler brings you sales tips, lead generation systems, and best business practices that guarantee direct sales success. Whether you're looking for a little extra cash or a career change, The Cash Flow Show, Direct Sales Radio will give you proven systems that will work in your home business. The Cash Flow Show, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
In the military, things can change in an instant. At Navy Mutual Aid Association, we understand because it's our life too. That's why our dedication to serving the life insurance needs of our military veterans and their families is unrivaled. Navy Mutual offers superior life insurance protection without military service restrictions and limitations. A single focus on providing the peace of mind military families are looking for. That's what we do. Navy Mutual, insuring those who serve. Call 800-628-6011 or go to NavyMutual.org.
Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Comics Talk Comedy with your hosts Jeffrey Bilodeau and Jesse Egan.
All right, we are back. Third segment.
With Michael Rouge.
Yeah.
What did you say? How'd you say his
Michael
name?
Rouse.
Michael Rouse.
Now I forgot how to say it.
Michael Rouse.
Rouse.
Like house.
House, but Rouse. Yeah, we were talking about the contest a little bit on the break.
Oh, yeah.
And I was talking to Vince. Vince he said, which round are you going to fuck yourself over this year?
So you and Vince are still in it, I assume. What is it, round 2 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
do you have one coming up soon?
yeah, I think a couple Mondays from now. It's
Okay.
like the Monday before I go back home.
But you're not planning on
I'm trying to take it serious this
handicapping
time.
yourself this
no,
time?
I think I'm going to try and not. But I mean, I mentally think I'm going to try, and then the day of.
Yeah.
That's what it's been like the last 3 years. But
Michael, are you in that contest at the Madhouse?
I'm not. I haven't gotten the balls to do it yet.
Okay.
it's fine. You don't need balls. Just get up there. As long as there's an audience, it's like up and down. It all depends on who's on the show, and then usually if there's one big bringer, that person's going to get through. So
Yeah.
it's like I saw one week where they only had 6 comics in 4 advance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I saw Prohaska on Wednesday, and he was saying he didn't know any of the comics in that contest at all.
Yeah,
So-
I think the first round I did, I can't remember who was on, but it was people I either didn't know or I hadn't seen in a long time. Like
Yeah.
maybe I recognized the name, but not the person.
Maybe there's a lot of new comics we just don't know.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
That's like I said with the Winston show. It's like half of the people I don't even know.
Yeah.
And it's just like when they post like the Madhouse open mic, like I don't know anybody on there.
Yeah. Well, Michael said you were at Winston's last night and saw the roast battle, which was it was Richie Estrada and
Ron Ripley, I
Okay.
think is his name, and then Damian Mercado and Gina Rangel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know Damien and I know Richie, so I know half of those people. But I'm trying to picture in my mind Richie Estrada roasting. Did he do a lot of porn related jokes?
They did a lot of porn related jokes about him.
About Richie.
Which I didn't know that about him. But
That you
apparently-
didn't know he did porn?
I did not know that, no.
Gotcha.
No.
Is that
I shook
terrifying
his
to you?
hand.
You shook his hand?
In retrospect, maybe I should have washed that.
It's time for some sanitizer.
I'm sure he's clean. Those are usually the cleanest guys in the world,
I don't know
I
about
don't know
in the
about
world.
that. I'm not sure about the world.
Well, they're pretty clean.
I mean, they get
tested routinely.
Yeah, I think it depends on what level of porn you're at, right? Like,
Yeah,
if you're an amateur porn, you think they're going, I got to get tested every day.
Probably not.
No.
I don't think so.
I should know the level first.
But I'm not disparaging Richie. He looks very clean. So, and he won. The roast battle.
He won and Gina won. Gina won.
What did they win? They win anything?
I don't think you win anything. I think it's just a pride thing, I guess.
You get to open up at the Salty Frog.
Yeah, you get to open up at the Salty Frog.
So you said your set didn't go that well?
No, it was beyond not well. It was
Okay.
the worst set I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I was-
which is, a question we ask at the very end, which
Yeah.
is worst and best. And he told us in the break already. He knows it was last night.
Yeah, that was the worst. I've ever
Why
done.
did you feel it went so poorly?
I don't know. I was all happy yesterday. You told me you invited me to do this, so I was all happy about this, and I had that
I
happiness.
should never make people happy.
No.
Yeah,
should-
no, that was a big
That's
mistake.
the problem.
Well, but you were saying in the break, not necessarily Winston's fault.
No, definitely not Winston's fault. This was all me. It was lack of preparation and
You handicapped yourself a little
handicapped myself as well. It was just a bad situation, but yeah, it was terrible. It was the worst. It was definitely bombing. I definitely experienced
You
bombing.
said that's the
last
first
night.
time you bombed.
I realized it was the first time. I thought I had before. I thought some other performances.
So it's probably
I'm
your
like, bombing's
worst
not
bomb.
that
Saying
bad.
This was
but
your worst bomb.
this was
rather.
definitely a bomb.
Okay.
I felt it. I know it. I know what bombing is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
When was the last time you think you bombed?
I felt like I did crappy last night and the night before.
But bombed?
I mean, I don't know. If it doesn't go really well, I feel like I bombed,
Yeah, but
I just don't.
mentally, you didn't bomb.
Well, I guess it's all relative.
Because I can't. Mine last was probably like 5 years ago, where
Yeah.
I really felt I bombed. Like I say it a lot, but
Yeah.
mentally I know I didn't technically bomb. But actually, the show I did in D.C. with you, I think I bombed on that show. Now
Okay.
I think about it, but that was what
Well, we had some tough.
3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably my last, because I went after Matt played music and just felt like
I felt like the crowd wasn't super great on that one.
Yeah, but I bombed in Philly too. Now I think about it, that was
a rough crowd.
That was the worst.
Well, we all bombed on that one.
Yeah, that was, and I had to go up first.
I
On that
think
one.
everybody bombed on that, and I think Connecticut was pretty bad.
Oh well, yeah, but that one.
I think you did well on that one. I did bad, but
yeah,
DC was my hometown crowd, so I think
Right.
I was the only one that had a receptive. You know what I mean? Like, not necessarily the comic's fault.
Right. I just felt I went up right after Matt playing music for
Yeah.
like 45 minutes. And,
That's a tough one too.
Yeah, so that was probably my last bomb.
Yeah,
that was like a real bad bomb.
I tried to blank them out, not think about them.
Yeah, and then when I started thinking, I was like, I bombed there.
Yeah.
I can't think of any local shows that I bombed at real bad. The last time was at the store.
I mean, I've done corporate shows where I bombed. I haven't done corporate shows in a while, but I remember one that I did with Zoltan where we both bombed. Each of us bombed for a good 35 minutes solid, and then they were real
And they didn't
crappy
wanna
to
pay
us
you, right?
afterwards, and they were going to try to run their Square thing and all this crap, and the executive guy that was supposed to pay us talked down to us, and he said he didn't like Zoltan being named Zoltan, so he's like, I'm going to call you John. Because I don't like, terrorists or whatever. Zoltan wanted to punch the guy. It was really...
He gets upset.
He was really upset, and I was laughing because I love watching him be mad.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I haven't seen him get mad. But now that I think about it, the hole in the wall, that was a bomb. I think that was probably like 2.5, 3 years ago. That was quite a while ago.
Salty Frog. I mean, I did I think I had to headline Salty Frog recently for like 5 uninterested people. Just a couple months ago, whatever, and do 35, 40 minutes of death.
Yeah,
where my girlfriend was there to watch it. I was like, I just wanted to friggin' kill myself afterwards.
Yeah, both times I did there, I felt it was okay, just because
it sucks to bomb. Period. But it sucks worse to bomb for a half an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what the hole in the wall was.
Anybody bombing for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's bad. But imagine that for a full half hour.
Bear Roots was pretty bad when we did that.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty bad.
Oh, boy. That was really bad.
That was another one where it was just more circumstance than anything else, and then we got into our heads too much. But that was a pretty bad bomb.
That was bad, yeah.
At
there's been
Bear
a lot.
Roots in Vista.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do that open mic up there because I live up in Carlsbad.
Yeah.
So I'm always looking for places up there, but I haven't done that
It's a
open
cool
mic.
little spot. I haven't done the open mic, but I did the show because it's tiny.
I get
it's
so afraid to go back to venues where I've bombed. You guys like that? Like the Wood. I bombed a couple times at the Wood so hard after doing well like 9 times in a row there, and
Yeah.
it still is in my head so much that I just never. I get way more nervous whenever I go back there.
Yeah, the last couple of times I did okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't feel it was a bomb. You ever been there, the Wood?
I've seen a show there. I've never gone up there.
Okay.
I think what happened is, and I think this is a problem too, is getting overconfident. If you do well at a venue, I'll probably go into Twigs going, I'm going to murder this because I've only done well at Twigs.
Yeah.
But there's going to be that time where I tank and it's going to be worse because of going in with that overconfidence.
See, I'm the opposite. I've always been the opposite.
Well, I'm never usually confident.
Okay.
But when it comes to like let's say you kill at the Wood 9 times in a row, right?
Mhm.
Then that 10th time you're going in like, I got this. That's what I mean by overconfident.
Okay.
Rather than going in going, this is horrible like I normally do. You
Yeah,
know?
I think I'm also the opposite. I forget good sets, but the bombs I remember, but I'm always like, oh, this is going to be terrible. And then if it's
Yeah.
good, I'm like, oh, cool. But if it's terrible, like, well, that's what I expected.
Yeah. It's funny how much of life is sort of expectation versus reality. Going into a show, hey, there's 6 people in the audience. Oh, this is going to be horrible. And then if it's a little better than that, you're like, wow, that's great.
Yeah, I think for me, it's because doing the store so much that there's normally 12 to 16 people in there, which is good. If the middle's full, but a lot of people are like, oh, I drove down for this.
Right.
Oh, which by the way, I saw Aristotle.
Oh, great. Theorist?
Yeah, I hadn't seen him forever.
I love him.
He
was at the store?
Yeah, he was at the store. And he went up, and I Lou asked his name, and Lou's going to screw it up. And, yeah, but he got it kind of close. And Aristotle had this funny joke. He was like, "Yeah, people mess up my names all the time. Like they'll ask, and I'll tell them. They're like, Aristotle, a theorist." He's like, "Yeah, perfect." And then it's like, by the time they bring me up, he's like, "The hell." I can't remember what it was like, autistic asshole or something like that.
Oh man, that guy.
I'll remember it.
Yeah,
but yeah, he was funny. He's definitely one of those people where I love watching him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So different, such a unique guy. I mean, he's
he had
great.
some joke about like he was doing an impression of a black guy turning into an Asian guy. You could tell why him and Fahim are friends. Like, they have this very obscure but funny humor.
Silly, but and unique, I think.
Yeah.
But I like both of those guys a lot. They're both really nice too.
Yeah, that's always important.
That makes sense that they would gravitate to each other.
Have you been up to L.A. to do any open mics? Or
I haven't. No, I'm just staying down here and trying to get comfortable being on stage.
Are you still nervous a lot?
I get nervous. I try and think of it as excitement to retrain my brain, but I still get nervous, but it's not as bad anymore getting up there and doing it. It's just a matter of me being prepared for it.
Because I remember before, your hands would shake and everything.
Yeah, my hands would get shaky, and it was bad. Yeah. So I've learned to deal with it, because I do have a lot of anxiety problems, and it's hard for me to get up on stage. I have depression issues too, and a lot of people do that are in comedy. It's one thing I've learned, but it's just a matter of getting yourself to psych yourself up to do it, and then you feel better afterward having done it. Yeah. But it's just hard to get over that anxiety to get up there and do it. But, I've gotten a lot better at it, and going up routinely has made a big difference. And, I've gotten some shows here and there, which has been nice. So it's
always good.
So occasionally I can perform on a Friday or Saturday.
Right.
Every so often. So it's been really good. So
yeah, speaking of anxiety and depression, I was listening to Whitney Cummings on Chris Hardwick's podcast. Mm-hmm. She was saying, like, in her late 20s, she was dealing with a lot of that, and she was almost afraid to cure it because she was afraid she would lose her comic viewpoint and everything.
She wouldn't be funny if she didn't have that?
Yeah, she would think, like, the stories I told weren't as funny, and, like, she would lose her, like, comic timing. I thought,
really?
I've never really heard anything like that.
I feel the opposite way about that.
Yeah? You think if you got happy, you would be funny?
I think it would help, because I haven't been this depressed in a long time. I think I was funnier before.
You never know. Hey, find out more with Michael Rouse, WSRadio.com.
Identity theft costs over $20 billion a year. When was the last time you changed all of your passwords? Don't be a victim. The nonprofit Securing Our eCity Foundation is here to support you. They serve individuals, families, seniors, businesses, and nonprofits throughout San Diego, helping to make a safer cyber experience for all. For more information, visit securingourecity.org or call 619-630-2444.
One person has the power to change the world, impact millions of lives, and leave a legacy for lifetimes to come. That person is you. In the New York Times bestseller, What is Your What? Steve Olsher, award-winning author and founder of the Reinvention Workshop, reveals his proven process that has helped thousands of men and women discover, share, and monetize the one thing they were born to do. Grab your free copy now at www.whatisyourwhat.com/free. That's www.whatisyourwhat.com/free.
Take a break from politics. Tune in and learn something. WS Radio shows are worth your time and are filled with tips and advice. Add us to your lunch routine and we'll give you a meal for your mind.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com and the Wine and Dine Show on Vin Village Radio. Do you have a wine, event, product, or service to promote? Then contact VinVillage.com to reach thousands of wine lovers across the country. VinVillage connects like-minded wine enthusiasts with unique and exclusive wines, events, products, and services. To learn more, contact us on vinvillage.com. Vin Village is where wine lovers connect.
This is Bill Gruber with BizVid Communications, a Southern California video production leader. We've been honored to sponsor, produce, write, and host many of the fine programs on WS Radio over the years. So we understand how important the internet and your website exposure are. As video producers, we know the tricks and secrets to incorporate video to increase your search engine optimization and business success. Visit bizvidcommunications.com to see what we can do for you. BIZVID communications.com.
Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Comics Talk Comedy with your hosts Jeffrey Bilodeau and Jesse Egan.
All right, we are back. Final segment already.
Well, that's quick.
Yeah, so we're kind of talking about sensitive issues.
Sensitive
issues.
Things that the crowd can really get a little tight on.
Right. Yeah, I think it's tough sometimes, especially when it's a small crowd and they all kind of know each other.
Yeah.
I think those kind of sets, I never try to do like sensitive stuff or like definitely not like sexual. I try to clean it up a little bit because I think a lot of times those crowds they don't want to be the first one to laugh.
Right.
You know, but
well, not just okay. So there's sensitive, there's sexual stuff. There's also like stuff that could be construed as sad,
right?
And we were talking about that in the break a little bit. Like you have some stuff that's self-deprecating that the crowd could either respond to very, very well, or they might go, "Aw," right?
Yeah, like the wood. The wood. I try not to do my self-deprecating stuff because they're so cool that they're like. Yeah, he is that. We're not going to laugh at him.
They take it literally, and they
definitely...
don't. They can't identify with it. I think they're not like we're also like this,
right?
You know,
yeah.
So Mike was talking about that in the break.
Yeah, I was trying to write some Halloween stuff because I had a show the week of Halloween, so I was trying to think of Halloween costumes that I had over the years that were weird. Like my mom never wanted to make costumes. She never wanted to like buy costumes. Growing up was the idea. You know, she wanted to make them around the house. So I remember one year I was all excited because she was going to make a costume, and I thought it was going to be a California raisin. You know, like those singing raisins back in the 80s. You know, and so she made it like the night before, and it was like a garbage bag that she cut out armholes and leg holes, and she stuffed newspaper in. And I got made fun of at school because I looked like a bag of garbage. You know? And
how old? You were like 17, 18? 18.
He's at the homecoming dance.
In my head, I was like 8 or something.
Okay.
But I don't think any of this story is even true. I think this is all made up in my head. But I called my mom about it to find out about it. And she, before I can even say it, she's like, "Hey, you remember that time when we dressed you up like a bag of garbage?" And I'm like, you mean a raisin, right? And she goes, "No, there wasn't a raisin. We dressed you up like a bag of garbage."
She purposely led you to believe you were a raisin when she intended you to be a
That's
bag
what I
of
thought.
garbage.
At least that's the story I made up in my head. I'm pretty unclear about it. It's gone on to therapy at this point.
Yeah, but all the kids at school assumed you were a bag of garbage.
They assumed I was a bag of garbage. And that's what I was, apparently, according to my mother now.
Okay.
But
you needed sunglasses.
Yeah,
to
I
be
did
the
it on.
raisin.
I did it on stage a few times, and it failed.
They were sad
miserably.
about
People were just sad.
Okay.
And so it didn't work.
Which that's kind of. I mean, that's not that bad.
No.
I mean, compared to. But you did.
I think part of what's funny about it is him going back and talking to his mom and her going, "Hey, did that material work?
Yeah.
You know, about when I dressed you as a bag of garbage?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "Oh, why? That's so funny."
Yeah.
Still funny to your mom that she dressed you as
And
garbage.
she remembered it like
That's an ongoing
30
joke
years
for her.
later.
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, I remember that time."
I think it brought up good memories.
Yeah.
For your mom?
Yeah, I think it did. Yeah.
Your mom's probably doing open mics. So I dressed my son like a garbage can or like a bag of garbage.
One year I was dressed up as what I thought was chocolate ice cream, but it was something totally different. Thanks, Ma.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I don't think you should give up on it. I don't think that's really that bad.
Nah.
You don't have any really edgy, sensitive stuff. Do you?
You know, I mean, I trying to stay away from it.
Probably
for
the
most
worst
part.
is that Eskimo. You got booed for that joke.
I did get booed on that. I got booed. Well, you know, that's a funny one. I got booed on that because I was like the last person on at the Comedy Store, and they had seen like a lot of edgy comedy. So up until that point, like that's funny that we're talking about edgy when mine is so not sort of edgy. I guess it gets edgy at the end of that joke, but what I got booed on was the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Because everyone had... I remember before me there was guys like, "Yeah, the Kardashians are fucking bitches," or whatever, and there was like a lot of real cool edgy comics. And then I went up and I was like, oh, I dated an Eskimo chick. And I was totally into it. And the guy's like, boo! And I'm like, oh, give me a chance here, you know?
That's funny.
So I think it was just that it was a pun and it was dumb and it was like, you know, that's why I got booed on it. It
Yeah.
wasn't that the end of it, which gets a little dirty.
One thing that I think is funny, this last edgy. You ever watch Jimmy Kimmel when they steal the kids' candy or say they ate all the kids' candy?
Yeah.
I think that's so freaking
So
funny.
mean.
But it makes me tear up when the kid's like, "Oh, that's okay."
Yeah.
And like every time I'm like, "Oh, what a
Oh,
good kid,
God, sweet kid."
Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, I think it's funny when the kids curse and everything.
Yeah.
You get so mad. A lot of them like attack the parents. So
That's
it's like. Maybe you don't have the best kids.
Yeah, maybe they don't
they're
deserve candy.
Punching your phone out of your hand.
Yeah, seriously.
But I think those are funny. Have you seen those?
Yeah, they did it the other day, and kids are like punching their parents in the
Yeah.
nuts and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
You have
it's like,
kids,
wow.
don't you?
Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
you ever
3
take
kids.
their candy?
Oh, they're old now, so they can beat me up at this point.
How old are your kids?
Legitimately. 25.
Really?
21 and 16 now.
How old are you?
I'm 46.
Oh,
45. God, I just forgot my own age.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you had kids kind of young, though.
Yeah, I had them young. I was 19 when we started, I think.
Okay.
20.
Yeah. So they could be hitting mics with you.
Yeah. No, they could.
Yeah.
Legitimately, yeah.
Mostly Castleberries.
Yeah.
Mike Castleberry.
Bah.
I'll edit that out.
I'll edit that out. Whatever happened to him, by the way?
I don't know.
Did he move away, Michael Castleberry?
No, I think he's still around. I think I saw. You see him around, Evan?
I know his name. I don't really know him.
But he doesn't
personally.
perform
I've seen him on
stand-up
Facebook.
anymore?
I know he got married.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, so once you
Okay.
get married, what's the point?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
get that.
So you didn't grow up here, though, did you?
I grew up in Chicago, outside of Chicago.
You a
Yeah.
Bears fan?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You got the
Got
Bears
the hat on right now. I'm
How do you feel
a Cubs
about
fan, Bears fan.
Trubisky. You like
I
him?
like him. He's not. At least he's not making stupid decisions.
Yeah.
I can say that about him. He's
Okay.
keeping us in the games.
So he's sad the Cubs lost?
I'm a Cubs fan. I'm used to like 97 years of rejection. So
Yeah.
1 year of losing is not a big deal.
How
for
crazy
me.
did you go last year when they won?
It was pretty exciting. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I
you
wish
go
I
back?
could have been there.
Okay. You
I
stayed-
didn't go back. No, I
Okay.
wasn't. I was there a couple months after, but I didn't see any of the.
Have you been to a game?
Not in the past couple of years. No.
Okay.
No, I didn't get back there in time.
It's too bad.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was a great moment.
What'd you
in
do
my
to
life.
celebrate? Anything crazy?
No. No. It was really boring. I couldn't. What am I going to do? You know, I'm in California. I jumped up and down. I made my girlfriend watch it, and
she a Cubs
she
fan?
acted like she was happy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's the most I can
it's
ask
important
for.
to have a woman that can act.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
act like she's
Especially-
happy.
It
That's,
really is.
That's important.
Especially if you're me.
Yeah.
Just don't want him to be too good at acting. That's all.
No. You don't want them to be Charisse
Not dating the
Theron.
Meryl Streep of faking it.
Don't you though?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, fuck them.
I have no idea.
We're all gonna die alone.
Yeah, great.
Speaking
Except
of
for Mike, he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend.
Look
Yeah.
at you.
Look at me.
Look at Mike.
Living the life.
Have she seen your comedy?
I don't want her to come normally, to be honest.
Oh well, that's not very good when you're with a woman. So she hasn't seen your stand-up?
She has a few times.
Okay.
She went to my show on Wednesday and saw that and videoed me. But
when
as
did she-
usual, I'm not going to put it up because I always see things about me I don't like.
Gotcha.
So, it's rare for me to put up a video or a picture of myself.
You didn't invite her to the Winston set then?
No, that was just a bad situation. But
That'll break up a couple, I'll tell you.
it was fun afterward. Yeah, I didn't do that good the other night either. That she saw me, but it was so she saw me. She got to see me.
Was that
do
her
bad,
first
like,
time?
Struggle.
That she'd seen you?
No, she's seen me 3 or 4 times. Plus, I do my material for her all the time. She's sick of it. She knows every word of it. She's seen me do it a million times because I always want to try and do it out loud to somebody. So she's always the one that gets to hear it, and so she hears it all the time. She knows every word of my stand-up.
You know what's funny about that though is so like we've seen each other's stuff, we've seen our friends like over and over again, and what I'll notice is if they tweak one tiny thing in there, they do one thing different, like I'll like you so much more, 4 times more, and I noticed it. I was like, I liked when you did that. Maybe tweaking it that way, is all you need to do to make it fresh again for her or for the audience. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just once in a while, one little word different.
Right.
Yeah, my friend, we've known each other almost a year. She's never seen me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Is that a conscious decision? Like,
yeah,
on your
I
part?
don't like. I mean, most of the shows I get anyway, I'm at the store and I'm working.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really want to take them to that.
I never wanted my girlfriend to see me. Like, she had seen me do well once, like to come to see me headline and do a half an hour do well.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't really want you to come again, because please, come watch me bomb after that.
Right. Quickly, do you have a best
show
that
ever.
sticks in your mind?
Absolutely not. Anyone that people cheer
Yeah.
is the best show in my
Okay. Well, don't people cheer when you say that's my time?
Usually. Because they're happy it's over.
Are you on Twitter or Instagram?
I'm on Facebook, Michael Rouse, and Instagram, MDRDMB.
No Twitter?
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. Look up Michael Rouse.
All right. You're listening to WSRadio.com, the worldwide leader in internet talk.
You've heard me talking about Progressive Medical Center. They have helped me feel my best. And Dr. Gully, tell us a little bit about integrative medicine. Why is that such a big deal at Progressive Medical Center, and how can that make me feel better?
Integrative medicine is just good medicine. It's combining the best of traditional medicine, nutritional medicine, natural medicine, and really helping the patient get to the root cause so they can take control of their health and really make an impact to improve not only their energy, their vitality, and just their overall outlook on their health and their life.
I procrastinated for a long time before I finally made an appointment. So why should someone not delay and go ahead and get set up and come see you guys?
Any journey begins with that first step, and that first step means making a decision to recognize that there's something wrong with you. Whether you have fatigue, inappropriate weight gain, not sleeping well, not concentrating, all of these issues, you can get to the root cause.
So many of us here at The Fish have gotten help from Progressive Medical Center. So why don't you find out more from them today? Go to progressivemedicalcenter.com.
This is your life, live it well.
Hey, do you want a great price on a new or used car? Hi, this is professional racing driver Don Swanson, and I know a thing or two about cars. I'm talking about Military Auto Center, San Diego's original and only automotive warehouse where low overhead means low prices on your next vehicle. Stop by and experience a friendly and casual way to discuss your car needs. They're located conveniently at 9323 Activity Road. You can call them at 858-831-7887 or online at militaryautocenter.com. We'll see you there.
Do you want to be a professional coach? Are you in business trying to make a real difference with people you manage or work with? Have you started a coaching practice that isn't quite getting off the ground? Get the skills you need to be a successful coach today with the Coaches Training Program from Accomplishment Coaching. The Coaches Training Program will show you how to help others focus and be more fulfilled. Whether you want to improve your company's bottom line or create a thriving coaching practice, Accomplishment Coaching can give you the distinctions and practices you need to coach others effectively today. Accomplishment Coaching has spent 6 years developing a cutting-edge coaches training program that will have you ready to coach people professionally in just 12 months, and you don't have to take time off work to do it. To find out more about the Coaches Training Program, just call 1-888-548-6813. That's 1-888-548-6813.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.